Billionaires seem to have their lives all sorted. Therefore, it comes as a shock when they get a divorce. Many years ago, Bill and Melinda Gates revealed they were getting divorced. It was a shock. And in this video, we're going to analyze 13 reasons why billionaires get divorced. And if you are new to this channel, consider subscribing for more life-changing content. Here are 13 reasons why. Number 1. Non-matching monetary objectives. Non-matching monetary objectives are considered to be among the key causes dragging people into breakup. It's frequently because one spouse is a provider while the other is a consumer. But when it concerns the wealthy, the situation is similar. Overall, divorce rates tend to go up, rather than drop, in periods of economic expansion, when wages rise across the board. This is according to the American Academy of Matrimonial Lawyers. There are 1,000 examples of misaligned spending plans. Maybe on a billionaire's budget, it's much more concerned with which charity should get the next large donation. Yet they're all decisions that produce friction and a probable breakup of the marriage. Number 2. Bigger budget, bigger problems. Consider how many people become multimillionaires, a small group. They're risk takers. They have a concept, and they stubbornly go at it. Occasionally, things work out, and sometimes they don't. Number 3. Billionaires are busy. So, how can you generate $1 billion? You work for it. And certainly, your money is creating money for you, but it doesn't come with no effort from yourself. And certainly, if being a billionaire was solely down to hard work, then we'd all be billionaires. Billionaires, particularly Bill Gates, are operating empires. They have countless individuals relying on their decisions. Bill and Melinda's nonprofit organization alone requires a significant amount of their time and administration. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation has emerged as one of the most influential and powerful forces in world public health, investing more than $50 billion over the last 2 decades to apply a corporate approach to tackling disease and poverty. And right there is a huge amount of work. And if one spouse is constantly working while the other is not, it's one of the most likely reasons to seek a divorce. Number 4. Social calendars are packed to the brim. In addition to being incredibly busy with business, being a billionaire also means your social schedule is loaded with dinners, events, sports games, golf tournaments and horse races. And it's exhausting. You have to look your best, be on your best terms, speak to people you may not like, and generally play a character all the time. Number 5. Too much separation. It's very challenging to focus on a marriage when one spouse is never at home. Besides conducting all the activities and social engagements we just discussed, billionaires frequently travel. They're always flying off from one nation to another, conducting business all across the planet. It is not favorable to work on a good and well-balanced relationship. And even when the spouse does maintain contact, when the respective partner returns home again, it's tough to slot into routine. The partner staying home now has to establish a routine to make sure the children arrive at school on time, that things are running well at home, and that the family life doesn't break up. When the spouse gets home, everyone must get adjusted to a new schedule again, and it can be tremendously hard on any relationship. Number 6. One wishes to take things easy, another prefers to keep going. There comes a point for most unions when future goals don't correspond. In which one plans to retire at 50, while the other wishes to keep working until the time they die. It's one of the most prevalent causes among millionaires to obtain a divorce. Having different perspectives about the future may frequently lead to disagreements and dissatisfaction. One may want to do things like travel or spend time with family members, whereas the other wants to keep generating billions and constantly working. How can you marry those two opposing ideas? You don't, you just divorce them. Number 7. Billionaires have got everything already. Truthfully, how would you actually purchase a billionaire or the spouse of a billionaire? That's why we have odd presents available, like giving someone a name, like Lady or Sir, or buying a bag of flying unicorns off Amazon. And although these presents are a terrific prank, they're also simply another item the millionaire will giggle at and then trash. Maybe not the unicorn farts, but they would not inform you that. Number 8. There's nothing unique to do anymore. You've been over there, experienced that, and now you've got the purse, clothes, and cap to match. When you already have it all at your disposal, what are you going to look forward to? The joy of something new no longer exists. The expectation of working to be able to purchase anything is gone, and that rush of the life-changing experience is a memory of the past. Number 9. The union is purely financial. Let's face reality, frequently, unions are mainly for financial purposes. In the instance of Melinda and Bill, they had a combined worth of $146 billion, and while their union did not start with that financial conclusion in mind, most do. People marry into rich families intending full well that they're planning to divorce the person to obtain half of their wealth. Therefore, stick around for more examples of a few of the most costly divorce cases in history. Number 10. It's difficult to make true friendships and you are alone. When you're a billionaire, how would you recognize when individuals are attempting to be your friends or just attempting to scam you? It's not easy, so frequently, the life of a billionaire may be awfully lonely. If you assume that worldwide, there are about 2,755 billionaires, you only share similarities with those 2,755 people. And they're not all your neighbors. And the challenges you're dealing with are on an entirely different level compared to everyone else. In fact, everything concerning you is unusual. People will have a hard time relating to you, and finally you will find isolation and safety away from everybody else. This can lead to conflicts in a marriage and is a cause for getting a divorce. Number 11. Gender roles are quite often assumed. The billionaire men venture out to work while their wives remain at home to make the house appear beautiful. And, so maybe some women don't mind that, but most women we encounter wish to go out and generate their own billions. However, in many marriages where the male is earning the greater pay, it's thought the female partner would automatically slip into her domestic position smoothly. And it may work for a little while, but in the long term, many ladies would put their shoes on and get out of the kitchen. Number 12. A billionaire divorce is a serious business cost. It's not usual for billionaires to get divorced. And it's probably because of the fact that it will be the most expensive financial transaction a billionaire will undergo. Some of the most peaceful divorces may become particularly horrible when it comes to the assets. Let's only hope that Bill and Melinda are the examples that every couple experiencing a divorce can look up to. Number 13. The time of life's affairs debacle. Therefore, if you think about the extramarital affairs going on just about every day, consider how much temptation delivers itself to billionaires. Needless to say, a fair amount. And although we're not promoting extramarital affairs, we're only expressing that this is among the reasons that many, and not only billionaire, marriages don't succeed. So the question is, what are your opinions regarding Bill and Melinda Gates declaring their divorce? We'd like to hear your comments. Well, that is all for the video. If you find it helpful, consider subscribing and sharing it with your friends.